I guess not.
What are you showing here, bud?
What is happening right now?
Where's Simon? We need Simon.
Wait. I think I was on the wrong screen. Hold on.
This is a disaster. Just shut it down. Shut down production.
Shut it down. Wait, what the hell?
They gotta like. Okay.
Are you seeing my golf thing?
Yeah, it's trash.
Oh, I see you live. You're there. I'm not showing that right now. Why is it not letting me show? Two seconds here. What's going on?
Great start here.
What? It's a great start.
Great start here.
Well, it's like it's showing my background, but it's not showing any of the shit that I just had pulled up. This is insane right now.
Just two boys doing the show.
I'm sharing my screen, but it's not showing what's on my screen.
I don't know what to tell you.
Maybe let me switch. Oh. Hold on. When I went live, it like locked me out.
Cause the lockdown won't let me out. Why are you echoing?
Because I have my phone up. I was looking at it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We're rolling now. Oh, awesome.
Hi.
Do you still hear me? It says I have to quit and reopen, so we may have to start over here, boys. All right. Well, we're going to try this again in 1 second. Hold on. Take two here coming in a minute. Brian, we have to leave and reset because I had to unlock Firefox to allow recording. Didn't know that was a thing. So be right back.
Y'all know what time it is. We're going to play a little music for you. So what you do is, this is called guitar right here. That's the hole that the music comes out of, right there. These are the strings. And then right here, you got the frets, and you just go like, and you make music, and it's beautiful. And you go like this.
Really ended up being great. I think anyone's in here.
And you just keep playing. Like that. Are you ready yet? Or do I have to keep entertaining everybody with sad songs?
Keep entertaining.
Wait. Something like that.
Here we go. we go. We're good to go. Oh, yeah.
Are we ready?
Little stick out.
I guess not.
All right, we're back. We're actually back this time. Sorry for the delay. First time I'm doing this.
What's up, Grizzly?
Didn't know I had to allow. Are you talking? And when I'm talking, to chill. Are you talking? You're also
I
echoing.
didn't say anything.
Anyways,
I just said the sponsor of our video was Grizzly.
we're back. We're back. I did not have an intro for you, but I got something better. Let's just take a look at that. That's going to be my background for the next week. Week 14, and we got a doozy. It's tied up. It's close from top to bottom. First place is in jeopardy. Third place is in jeopardy. The last spot in the playoffs is in jeopardy. We're going to take a look what it's going to look like here coming up in the playoffs for Gentlemen's Club. Hopefully I can go back to back. We'll see what happens. Let's start out with a recap of last week. Let's take a quick look at the games. Let's just start here at the top. I lost to Dylan, 120 to 117. He beat me by 3. Miracle Lenny came up big for him on Monday night. I actually also got the
most points in a loss? You've got Hastert luck. Suck on that L, bitch.
Wow, I'm very good at this already. I would have beaten half of the league. I think all of the other losing teams I would have beaten, and Miller. If I played Brady, I would have lost by 0.5. Fun fact, when he beat me first time this season, I lost by 0.5. Our teams are neck and neck, Brady. It's looking crazy. Brian, take the next one.
Who we got next on the mic? It's Brady and Mitch. Well, wait, what?
What? This is last week.
Duh, I knew that. So it is Brady and Alex Jones' legal team. It was a close one. I thought Dustin was going to come with the upset, make a playoff run, but it just wasn't enough to overcome Brady's team. It is too strong going in there. George Pickens even got 0.7. The Bucs only got 2 points. But you know what? One thing I'll give Brady credit for, he knows how to pick kickers. I think the last 2 weeks his kickers have averaged over 15 points. So good luck to Brady and Dustin. Well, your playoff hopes are gone, but we still love you, brother. Stay strong.
Brian, you didn't post this in the group. That's all right.
What?
There we go. Brian didn't post a link to the chat. All right, we were looking at A-Ray and Simon. Not much to look at here. Just a straight-up ass whipping, 157 to 68. Simon's team went off. A.J. Brown had another touchdown, got called back, so he could have even had a bigger day. Devontae Adams being Devontae Adams, even with Derek Carr throwing him the ball. And Joey B, fuck you, Joey B. I don't care about your fantasy points or the Bengals. But yeah, A-Ray, got a lot of work to do if you're going to want to make playoffs in this league this year. Brian, you want to talk about your game real quick? Pretty simple one there.
Pretty ass kicking. I needed it. Not much to say. Keep it short. Mitch got his butt kicked. That's what happens when you go against Mahomes. You fuck up and you find out. That's not how you say it, but you know what I'm saying. And, yeah, my team's put up pretty consistent numbers, but every team I face has averaged over 120 points the last 8 weeks. So, you know, that's just how it goes when you have no defense. So, GG, Mitch.
GG, Mitch.
Oh, and that was the toilet bowl, by the way. If I would have lost, I probably would have gotten last. Now Mitch is potentially going to get last unless he wins and Dustin loses this week, which we'll talk about in a second.
Yeah, we'll talk about the scenarios, but I think Mitch is completely out of it at this point. Last game,
I will say real quick, Mitch has a pretty good team, so I feel for him because he also put up a lot of points this year and just got screwed every week. But that's
that is true. Last game of the week was Caleb and Miller. This looks like the toilet bowl. I mean, 86 to 79. Can't get any worse than that. Not a whole lot to talk about other than Miller being a clown like usual. Starting Tom Brady over Justin Fields, who has been basically QB1 over the last 6 weeks. But hey, you do you, bro. Miles Sanders didn't have a good week. Caleb starting 2 Chargers wide receivers, and I think almost 2 Lions running backs every week. That's not a good sign there either. But Miller does move up to third place at 8-5. Caleb is still in the hunt for that last spot. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look.
The crazy thing about that game was, I'm pretty sure if the Saints got one.
What? You totally just froze up and locked up. This is a disaster. This is a disaster.
Oh, hello.
There you are. You're back.
Saints got a first down that drive. Caleb would have won the game. Justin had 15 to 20 points that last drive of the game.
Damn. That's rough for old Justin.
Oh, Caleb.
Caleb. I mean, sorry. Let's look at the standings. Right now, me and Brady tied for first. Then you got Miller, Simon sitting there kind of by himself at 7-6. Then we got 3 teams here at 6 and 7.
Hold on. Did you have my playoff sheet?
I got it. Chill.
Okay.
And then we got 2 5-8s. I think Dustin may be out of it in points. Let's go ahead and look at the points real quick. I'm just at the top, dominating in points. Simon Bryan up here, even though he's 5-8, third in the league in points. Brady at 9-4, tied with me, but I've got like almost 200 more points than you. And the third place team all the way down here at 5th in points. Not looking good for him either. This is where it's going to get crazy. Now, Brian did a little bit of work and put together a little sheet. Let's take a look at his sheet. Brian, if you want to talk about that, go ahead.
Yeah, can we get some full screen on that?
Nope, that's about all I got. All right, let's just zoom in a little bit.
Can we get a full screen zoom on it?
All right.
What else is there to say? You can clean. Okay. All right. You there? Hello?
Are you going to talk about your fucking sheet that you worked on all day?
It took me like 10 minutes, but hello.
Talk. All right, I'm going to talk.
You're freezing. You're freezing. What? All right. You talk about the top 4. I'll talk about the bottom 4 since I'm
okay.
trash.
First place by battle. We have me and Brady. We are tied. We just talked about that. I have him in points. So realistically, I clinch if Brady loses. I clinch if I win. If Brady wins and I lose, he takes the 1 seed. Obviously, if we do the same thing, if we both win, I win. Not too much to figure out there. Justin can clinch a first round bye with a win and a Brady loss, but he has to outscore Brady by, what'd you say, 40 points?
Yeah, which isn't impossible. Brady even admitted has a bipolar team. So Brady could put up 80 or he could put up 160. You never know what you're going to get.
That's true. That is true. When he lost Breece Hall, it wasn't looking good, but he's kind of fought through that. Simon's already clinched the playoffs. He can get the 3 seed, which wouldn't change a whole lot, but you never know there. And now we got the 4 teams fighting for the 5 and 6. Take it away, Brian.
Well, it's the bad teams. So really, all that needs to happen for Dylan or Alex is a win, and they're in. You can read what I wrote, but basically, if they lose, they need 2 of the 3 to lose as well. Caleb doesn't have very many points for, as you can see. It's like he's like the one that's not like the others. But he really just needs to win, and he needs a loss from A-Ray or Dylan, who I can see one of those 2 losing. A-Ray's team has been pretty shit lately. A-Ray, that's true. I'm sorry, bud. But, yeah. So the top 2 control their fate. I need a lot of things to happen. I need to win, and then I need Caleb, Dylan, or A-Ray to lose, so 2 out of the 3 of them. I've come to terms with the fact I'm probably not making playoffs, even though my team, of course, does this. I always miss by 1 game, and then my team goes off, and I would have won. Anyways, who I'd like to see win it all? Not you, because you're a piece of shit. You won last year. I would like to see Brady.
Back to back.
I'd like to see Brady win because he's never won before, and it would just be hilarious for me to be the only one that doesn't win ever, and I'll be like 50, and I'll just like have my note ready to go. Don't worry about it. And then I'd like to see Justin win one, I guess, because I just feel bad for him. His team is just weird. Like Kamara, have you seen Kamara this year? Averaging like 6 points a game.
he had Kamara last year. I'm pretty positive. So I mean, you can't feel bad for a guy who drafted someone who was not too great last year.
Kamara got outsnapped by Mark Ingram. You know, the
Mark
rookie
Ingram's
Mark
hurt now,
Ingram.
so it could work in his favor.
But still, like, even when Mark Ingram was banged up, he still put Ingram in over Kamara. Anyways, Simon back-to-back would be cool. I think that'd be – or wait, that'd be 3 for him, right? Or does he already have 3? Either way, that'd be pretty cool. Dylan had a kid, so you know he's not going to win this year. And then, yeah. Everyone else has one but me and Justin and Brady. So
It's going to be close, and obviously we will take a look at next week here in a second. Dustin, Mitch, start thinking about your keepers for next year.
Oh, real quick, leave this up. I looked up the little like playoff scenarios, and it said Dustin and Mitch had 0%, but Dustin actually has a percentage chance. I don't know if you read that, but he needs like
2%.
4 things to happen and then outscore someone by 100 points. So
Yeah,
good luck,
2% chance there. Dustin, you have to have a record week in this league. Real quick, let's just take a quick look at the pickup here.
I like that. And I really like that. So if this is truly a conversation, then I say let the conversation begin.
Let the conversation begin.
Looking at last week's Dylan getting Dak Prescott for free, except for he spent $200. Why Dak was out there? I mean, I guess it's because you have Mahomes and you dropped Dak. Is that why?
Najee Harris was banged up, and so was Mixon, so I had to pick up their backup. So yeah, I had to drop Prescott.
I mean, Dak hasn't been amazing, but he's Dak Prescott. He'll get you 20 points. Zay Jones, it worked. It didn't work. He was good one week and then was bad the next. I had to get JaMychal Hasty because Etienne was hurt, but I think we got to give it to Dylan here just because you don't get a starting quarterback every day on the waiver wire. This week, I used most of the rest of my fab to get Cam Akers. I have 2 running backs on bye this week. I really want that 1 seed, and it's good depth for the playoffs. I like the Dulcich pickup. He should be solid for you this week, especially with Cortland Sutton being hurt. So we'll probably give that one to Brian. He'll probably end up scoring 25 on me.
No. You got Akers. You're playing me. He's going to put up 25 points tonight because everyone has a career game against me. And I'm not bitching. It's the facts, all right?
Well, I hope so. I really, really hope so. Let's take a look at what we need to happen here. Start with, let me see.
I'll start it with.
We'll start with this one here, because Dustin's not playing for much, but A-Ray is. Go ahead, bro.
Well, I was just going to say, that was a great pickup to get Goff because Jared Goff has been pretty good. Minnesota sucks. Obviously I need A-Ray to lose, but most of Dustin's good players are out, and it looks like half his team is banged up, and he's relying on Deontay Johnson and Jerry Jeudy as his starting receivers. So I'm already going to chalk this one up to A-Ray winning. So, yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Dustin's without JT. I think there's someone else he's not going to have. JT, McLaurin, and Olave. So basically the guys that have carried Dustin the last few weeks to get him his wins are not playing. Just because of that, I'm going to take A-Ray here. A-Ray's team has been banged up. He's filled in here and there. I mean, starting Latavius Murray against the Chiefs, not terrible because we can't stop anybody. P. Ryan, a backup running back, went off against us.
And A-Ray, I will say, has been putting up duds lately, so he's due for a big week as well. I don't know. I can see Kittle going on.
Insane. I mean, A-Ray's projected under 100. That's actually kind of scary. But yeah. I think I'm still taking A-Ray. If Dustin wins, though, A-Ray's done. So, Dustin, you could just ruin someone's season.
Dustin, do it. Let's go, Big Red.
That's always something to play for. Whoops. Next one, we'll just go here. Brady and Mitch. This one's going to be close. I'm pulling for Mitch here. I really want that 1 seed, as I've said before. I'll go ahead and talk about Brady's team. Starting Geno Smith. Saquon's been solid. Fuck you. I really wanted him to draft. I wanted him to fall to me. He didn't. Vermont Philly's been really good.
Can I make a point about Barkley?
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this. The Eagles have like a really good fucking D line now. Whoever was hurt on their teams, Fletcher Cox, I think, is healthy. They got Sue, and I think they only held like Henry to like 40 yards last week. So
that's true. But Saquon catches a lot of passes.
That's what I'm saying. Unless he's worked in the passing.
I'm pretty sure he's had basically, he's had double-digit points every week except for that week against Detroit, which was kind of weird. So his floor is like 12 points. I don't think he's going to get under 10 here. Lockett's been good lately. Jefferson's solid. Brady's team's looking good. That Pacheco pickup was nice. Brian, you regret dropping him?
Not really. I mean, I love him. I think he's going to do solid, but I don't know. I needed space for Kyron Williams, who puts up 3 points a game. So it was really important drop for me.
Nice. Well, go ahead and take Mitch's team here. What's he dealing with?
Not good, but he does have Josh Jacobs, who dropped 50 bomb 2 weeks ago. Lamb's pretty solid. And then Devontae Smith randomly popped off last week. So that could be good. Kelsey's due for a big one after what happened last week. And then Mike Evans, dude. Mike Evans is the biggest boomer bust guy I know. Like, I think they said he hasn't had a touchdown since October 2nd. So what's that, 2 months ago?
Yeah, he hasn't been great the last few weeks. 6'7", 4'7". So, I mean, he's –
and they're playing the 49ers.
Yes, but the 49ers secondary is the weaker part of their team. So you never know there. They're going to have to throw in that game. I don't like Jeff Wilson Jr., but hey, you do you, Mitch.
Yeah, Jeff Wilson put up 0.3 points last week. So
got some bye players there. It's going to be close. I really hope Mitch wins, but I think Brady is going to get that dub and potentially the number 1 seed.
Yeah, the only thing I think that could be trouble is Carolina has a sneakily good defense, and Sam Darnold's a much better upgrade than whoever was playing the 4 quarterbacks they had in that roller coaster or roulette, whatever. I will say I think Mitch gets this one. I think he does.
Okay. Brian's taking old Mitch. Now, I would say we have a game of the week. It's kind of tough here. I'm looking at it because it's like, no one here is fighting for playoffs. Doesn't really matter. But the next two, we got people still fighting for playoffs. We got Simon versus Caleb, 7-6 versus 6-7. Caleb's really needing that win here. Why don't you start us off, Brian?
Well, this is one of the games I need Caleb to lose. Caleb hasn't put up very big numbers this year. His team's overall pretty decent. Gabe Davis, pretty big boomer bust. Deebo Samuel's banged up. It's just going to come down to if Josh Allen, if his 3 top guys can do something, Henry, Allen, and Swift, if they can put up at least 20 plus, I think he wins. But Simon's got a really good team too. He's been putting up big numbers with his guys. I hope Simon wins this one.
Yeah, Simon's team's been really solid. I don't know if Kenneth Walker's going to play. I doubt he plays this week, at least from what I've been hearing. He didn't practice.
Who's his back? Who's Simon's backup for him?
Well,
I'm going over his
no
team.
one, considering his whole team's on bye.
He has Mostert. Mostert's actually a good play because he's going against the 29th ranked run defense, and Mostert is the main running back for them. So that wouldn't be a bad backup, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess if he has to. I mean, Devontae Adams, A.J. Brown, almost as good as my Cooper Kupp, Stephon Diggs combo. It is better now considering Cooper Kupp is hurt. Everett's been solid. Waddle's been solid. Caleb's team over here, he's been dealing with injuries all season. Swift hasn't played much, but Swift finally got over the majority of the carries last week, so I think he will bounce back this week. Last time they played Minnesota, Jamal Williams had 23 points. I think DeAndre Swift ends up having a pretty good game. Josh Allen's always solid, but it is the Jets divisional game. Scary, primetime, who knows. Derrick Henry against Jacksonville, no-brainer. I think Caleb puts up pretty good numbers this week based on his matchups. It's going to be close. I don't know. That's tough. Who are you taking?
I'm going to take Caleb just to reverse the luck, and hopefully he loses.
Yep, and it looks like previous matchup, I just noticed this. Wow. He won last time. Simon had a really bad week. Maybe you're his kryptonite, but I'm taking Simon in this one. I think
It must be nice to play someone under 100. I don't think I've done that once this year.
Yeah, let's check out previous matchups on the ones we already talked about. So it looks like A-Ray won last time by about 10. Brady just put up a bunch of points. Mitch fought, though. Mitch fought.
Mitch has a good team.
I don't think it's going to be like this. I think it's going to be very close. Let's move on to Justin and Dylan. What's going on here? Oh, Justin's got some bye players. That's rough.
Justin, I need you to fucking win. Put some players in those slots.
Yeah,
Thank
he
you.
hasn't filled anybody. Let's just take a quick look at his team. See who
I'm not
he's
even
got.
gonna rely on this is a loss for me because Dylan's gonna win 100%.
Wait, why is that? Oh. So Devin Singletary probably doesn't have Justin Fields.
No, what he can do is put Eckler in the Kamara spot and then as flex. Why does he have Odell Beckham? They said Odell Beckham's not even playing this year.
I don't know. You know,
That's
holding out hope.
crazy.
He's holding out hope. All right. Well, Justin, you got to finish your lineup there. It looks like you're going to have to pick up a tight end. So good luck with that. Taking a look at the teams here based on who he has in there. I hate Tom Brady versus San Francisco. That's going to be a terrible game. Sanders should be fine against the Giants. Same with Godwin. That's going to affect him. Amari Cooper's hurt, apparently, missed practice today randomly. Maybe he plays, maybe he doesn't. Eckler's always great. I assume he's going to get a different defense. Maybe not. Seahawks haven't been good. I guess they're number 7. Dylan, I don't even need to look at your team. I think you're going to win this one. You got Dak, Dalvin Cook. Is Michael Carter playing? I guess so. He's not questionable.
That's the only sore spot I see in this lineup is Michael Carter. Everything else looks like it's going to put up at least 8 to 10 points.
That's the other thing. I would have beat Dylan last week, but the last drive of the game, DK got like 3 or 4 catches for like 30 yards and a touchdown, which launched him up over me and beat me.
If you would have won that, I only needed 1 of 2 people to lose, so thanks, bro.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Mark Andrews with a new quarterback. Not sure about that. Garrett Wilson is coming around with Mike White. They are slinging it. I'm taking Dylan here. Dylan is going to – he might, I guess –
look at the last matchup. Lost by 1.05.
There's still a chance he misses if he wins, right?
Yeesh.
Yeah, I guess if all the other teams that are 6 and 7 win, then there could be problems. But Dylan, I think you're going to get the win here, and you're going to put yourself in contention. And let's move on to, I guess we can call it the showdown of the week.
Is the elephant heavy? I'm coming back, baby.
Yes, sir.
That was fun. All right, me versus you. Trash. You also obviously hit me in a week where I am hurting. I've got Montgomery and Jones on bye. I really miss this guy. He is my favorite person of all time. Kind of cool looking at this graph. Looked like I outscored you most weeks, but you got me in some. I'll talk about your team. Mahomes versus Denver. 25 points easily. If Mixon plays, looks like he's going to. Should have a good week. Cleveland's run defense sucks. Dameon Pierce has been hit or miss playing Dallas. Don't know what you're going to do there. Tyreek Hill's been a freaking beast all season. It's kind of unfortunate. It's like I didn't want him to do bad, but I didn't want him to do this good. So that sucks. Amon-Ra St. Brown's coming around as well. He's tearing it up. Like I said, Dolchich was the pickup. He's going to get a lot of targets. DJ Moore sucks. And then Ravens D is getting better, so we'll see you there against Pittsburgh. I don't need to talk about your kicker. But, yeah, you got a pretty solid team right now and good matchups.
Yeah, it's sad. One of my best teams, and I'm not going to make playoffs, but that's how it goes in fantasy.
Yeah.
I think your team – I have a good shot of winning. I think ETN isn't going to do much against that Tennessee line. They have one of the best D-lines in the league. Diggs is playing the Jets, who have a good secondary. Hopkins is probably
still had 12 last time, but yeah,
that's okay. But for Diggs, like he usually gets 20. Hopkins probably going to pop off. Traylon Burks. I don't even know if he's playing, but that could be a good one.
Yeah, so basically this is going to be Burks, Donovan Peoples-Jones, or Rashad White. It depends on if he plays or not.
Yeah, see the lines. Yeah, I would take Eric at plus 7.1. I'd put $50 on that because he's probably going to win. So take the money or take the spread on this one, boys.
Yeah, we'll see. I think this is going to be the big one. I'm really hoping he's going back home to Detroit, a little bit of a revenge game. Maybe he gets a touchdown or 2 or 3 or 4. You never know. I am taking Brian in this one. I don't think I've got it in me. I put up 40. Jalen Hurts put up 40 points last week, which, by the way, he's number 3 right now. And I'm pretty sure he's only behind Mahomes by like 15 points. So
yeah, for all the people who bet Mahomes MVP and thought it was lock last week, like I did, fuck Jalen Hurts, dude. It's now plus 110, I think, for Mahomes and plus 160 for Hurts. It's between those two. So this week we need Mahomes to pop off and we need Hurts to have a mediocre week for many reasons.
Yeah, I'm okay with that, but he still needs to finish number 1. But yeah, I lost last week. He had 40 points, so that doesn't help my case. But yeah, Brian, I think you're going to win this one. You will have a shot at playoffs. That is crazy. Yeah, not much else here. I guess we can take just a quick look at what ESPN thinks about the projected playoffs. Right now, it has me at 1, Brady at 2, Dylan making playoffs, and A-Ray making playoffs. Not Caleb, not Brian. So we'll see what ESPN's projections look like next week. One final look at the standings, because I was a little confused on the points and how they did that.
Oh, who's number 3?
I don't know how it has A-Ray winning it when he's like way behind. Well, I guess not way behind in points, but he's pretty far behind in points.
Let's look at the points against. Who's had the worst luck this year?
Ooh, let's look at it. Oh, just kidding. It's this way. Ooh,
you had the easiest route. Okay.
A-Ray. But you have a lot more points than A-Ray.
So me, A-Ray, and Dylan and Mitch, I would say unlucky this year.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of points against, but I got the most points for. So even if I did, I would have won those games.
You got an easy road ahead of you.
All right.
Well. How the turntables.
With that note, I think we're out of here. This was fun. I'll have a better job next time we do this, or hopefully Simon's back and can just do it, and then I won't mess a bunch of shit up. All right, guys. Well, it was fun. Good luck this week. The games start tonight. Go make your bets. Here's your lock bet. Ready? Mac Hollins touchdown. Raiders -6.5. Josh Jacobs 15+ yards receiving, and Cam Akers with 50 yards rushing. Go put that one in right now. It's going to hit. Well, I thought there'd be maybe an outro, but I don't see an outro on here, so. Oh, we have a comment. Alex Ray was here the whole time. Hey, Alex.
Alex!
Thanks for watching. You're our one viewer that was live. Hopefully everyone else watches it this week. All right. Latros.